Monster High the movie is coming to us October 6th on Nickelodeon and also streaming on Paramount Plus. Miia, Nayah, and Ceci, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having us.
So I'm just going to kind of go down the line, but you mean you're all lifelong fans from watching the TV shows to playing with the toys to the movie. I mean, everything. What's it like to be a part of this film?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I know for me, it's really a lifelong dream to be a part of this. I remember playing Monster High as a kid and pretending to be Claudine. And I think if I could go back and tell 8-year-old me that this would be my life now, that I would actually be Claudine, I mean, she wouldn't believe me, but she would be speechless. It's really a dream come true.
It's so exciting, especially with like all of the dolls coming out. And fun fact, when I was younger and writing my little goals list, I always wanted to become a doll, but I kind of wrote it off thinking that it would never happen because, that's a stretch. But, now we have Draculaura. And that's such a dream come true. And I could finally check that off my list. So very, very happy about that.
That's awesome.
I'm so glad to bring Monster High into this new generation with us as characters, because I feel like we all bring something totally different to the table than the different Monster High generation before us, right?
Oh, exactly. And let's talk a little bit about the poster, because you all talk a little bit about it meaning so much to you in your past. And now, this is a lifelong project. And then you see yourself on the actual poster. I mean, like, was there like oh my goodness, I can't believe this moment?
Yesterday, I was in LA and I was just driving down La Brea and I saw our billboard and we had to do a U-turn. My dad and I were freaking out. It was crazy. It's so surreal. I can't believe it. I was like, that's me. I still can't. It still hasn't really fully settled yet. It's really crazy.
Every time I see it, I'm like, hey there. That's cool. It's very surreal. It's also because we look so different than we actually look in real life. So it's definitely like a double take moment to realize that it's you. Very surreal.
For sure. My first time, I went to New York this year, and I went to Times Square and saw all the beautiful billboards and all the buildings and stuff like that. So I thought how cool it would be if I was on there one day. And to know just a little, like months later, I would be on one of the biggest screens in Times Square is surreal, mind-blowing. And I don't know, I think I just have to check it out for myself in Times Square to see that it's true.
Yeah.
I hope you have plenty of photos and videos of that capturing that moment.
I know, me too.
This deals with, friendship and, just finding yourself. And, let's talk a little bit about the three of you getting these roles, because I heard that, everybody kind of found out around the same time that each one was, a part of this project. And what was it like kind of growing your friendship as part of this movie?
Oh, yeah. I feel comfortable saying this, and I think you guys would all agree that we clicked immediately. I mean, even from chem reads, our chemistry reads were over Zoom. And I remember reading with Ceci and Nayah and being like, I don't know if I'm gonna get this, but if I get this, they're gonna get this. And if they get this, I think I might actually get it. Because we just have this, I don't know, we just have this connection. And I think growing our friendship just felt so natural. It kind of feels like we've been friends forever. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, the chemistry on screen definitely reads because of how close we gotten. Not even just like the three of us, the whole cast. We spent so much time together. And I think it's really interesting because we all come from different walks of life and we all have different aesthetics and, dynamics and stuff like that. But we all click together so well. So it's very, very cool to see.
Let's talk a little bit about the plot of what we're going to see in this movie. A human might have infiltrated the school. So let's talk a little bit about that, what we're going to see.
Take it away, Ceci.
Oh, yes. The movie is going to be absolutely insane with the plot twist. You're never going to know where anything is going. I mean, I've always been somebody who tries to get the end of a movie and always gets it wrong. So I might be a little biased in saying that I didn't know what the end was going to be when I first read it, but it's totally crazy. You're going to be gripping like your little armrest sitting at the edge of your seat. We have some amazing actors in this movie that totally drive up the stakes and the dramatic acting, and it gets really spooky. So if you've got really little kids, maybe just like keep them close by because they might get a little bit spooky.
Yeah, I think it's a great story because we follow this sort of coming of age, like finding where you belong in high school, which is very, I mean, it's a true tale. We've seen it 1,000 times, but it's like take that story and put it in a monster universe where there's no humans allowed. And then there also is a sinister plot to destroy the school. And mix that with friendship and musical numbers and very cool fashion. That's pretty much Monster High. It's it's pretty wild, but it's definitely a ride you wanna be along for.
We're heading up on Halloween time, and on TikTok, there's so many Monster High makeup challenges and people getting dressed up. Have you seen the fan reaction and the fan appreciation for the costumes?
Yes, I have seen all throughout TikTok little Draculaura cosplays and of all the characters, and we can really see the love that people have for Monster High. And even though it came out in 2010, like people still are very much into it and still have love for the characters. So I'm very excited to see the older generation watch the movie and then also the new generation get into the styles of Monster High and there's so many different characters in this movie that one kid will at least relate to one of them.
I was just thinking the other day, I didn't realize the fan base was as big as it was when I started this. Like, I thought it was just kind of like this niche thing that only people my generation knew about because we grew up with it. But I didn't realize that kids these days were still playing with the dolls and like it had such a huge, massive community, and we love them so much. We've gotten to know some of them personally, and they're such great people. So we can't wait for them to enjoy this movie with us.
This has been so wonderful, especially with the three of you now immortalized in dolls and in figures, and especially with the holiday season coming up. So once you see Monster High the movie, definitely go get those toys because that's going to be at everybody's holiday wish list.
Oh, yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Monster High the movie coming to us October 6th on Nickelodeon, and then also streaming on Paramount Plus.
Thank you
So much.
Thank you.